Hello and welcome. My name is Miroslaw Andziak, and I have a privilege to spend the time with you today and try to answer one of the most fundamental questions you may ask on the conference of that size and shape. Why to automate? What are the reasons to automate? Um, any of you in any organization, automation is most probably the topic to discuss. It's a matter of either it is strategic decision or just IT operations, reasonable move or project. But I try to take it from the helicopter view and try to answer some fundamental questions. What are the reasons why organizations consider automation a strategic mean to achieve something? What are the reasons why organizations decide to build big automation projects? Why they decide to make automation one of their pillars of their strategic development? First of all, the first reason to automate is efficiency. It's pretty obvious. It was always about efficiency, starting from Industrial Revolution or Henry's Ford assembly line. It's always about efficiency. Automation drives efficiency. It allows people, organization, processes to deliver faster. And what is more important, in repetitive quality. So you may have certain level of certainty that what you did yesterday or you did an hour ago, you can repeat with a similar level of quality, and you can easily find out that something is out of out of pattern. But the ultimate goal of efficiency is to do everything what you do faster with the quality, and of course that drives the lower cost. It's not much different from any assembly line or production lines, and it's not when IT revolved and evolved. Basically, there was many processes that were manually operated, and those processes, of course, were falling into this desire of making them more efficient. Whether that was closing a day on mainframe, or computing something, or running set of different batch jobs, or sending files or exchanging data, that requires a lot of manual operations. There was a big temptation to make it more efficient. It's a natural need for business to be more efficient, because traditionally any business, efficient business, was building its competitive advantage based on efficient business, efficient cost structure, being able to provide good quality products faster to the market. It's traditional way, traditional reasoning for automation. There is nothing wrong with this. But uh, the question is it good enough reason to spend money and resources to do the full enterprise automation project? Obviously not. There's something more at stake. There's something more at play. What is it? Obviously, automation enables digitalization. And 15 years ago, I'm in IT over 20 years. 15 years ago, 12 years ago, digitalization movement was rather a choice than necessity. These days, it's not longer a choice. It's the way organizations build their competitive advantage, because being digital means being data driven. If you're in business and you're serious and you're in either B2B business or manufacturing or whatever, retail, if you're not digital, if you don't drive your business based on data insights, you basically are not able or capable to effectively compete on the market. And our reality is not making this easier, because volumes and diversity of data grow exponentially. The data ecosystem's complexity is much bigger every day, and you have this hybrid cloud, on-prem, in cloud, legacy systems with the latest technologies needs to work together for providing the value. And there's a pressure of making things more efficient, making it faster at lower cost. That never goes. Efficiency is always there. So being digital is not longer a choice. Being digital is a necessity. This is how organization builds. And this is extremely important. This is one of the biggest drivers why organizations invite automation to their ecosystems. So there's a term active intelligence that is on the market for some time now. It's a term that explains that there's a different types of intelligence within the company. Traditionally, there was always strategic intelligence, and I'll explain it in a second. But operational intelligence is the place where actually this competitive advantage is taking place. Building the competitive advantage is taking place. Traditionally, most of the organizations, since the beginning of computing of data, was trying to collect some information to report. There was batch reporting at the time, collecting the data from the previous period, previous month, previous week, previous day, trying to find out, what really happened, try to understand where we are. Did we do well, or this is something that to be improved. Over the time, when the data was more informative, organizations started strategically trying to answer some very fundamental business questions. Why did it happen? And there was ad hoc tools, BI analytics, all this type of things shows up, and slice and dicing data, trying to find out what really happened, and what was the root cause for that. And when maturity of the intelligence grow in a businesses, and the data allowed this to happen, then this predictive analytics came in, trying to predict what will happen, what's going to happen. It's all about all the business decisions, like churn. Which of my customers are about to leave me? What can I do to prevent this? Okay, so that was all strategic intelligence, trying to understand this on a strategic level, making some strategic decisions out of it. But this is common. Everybody is doing it. It doesn't drive the competitive advantage. What drives competitive advantage today is operational intelligence. It's taking the data insights to the lowest level of your organization, to the lowest level of your business process, and feed it with the valuable insights. So any business decision, operational decision is taken based on data by data insights. That allows you to align your strategic intelligence with actual actions that are taking place at your business. And that allows you to go even farther, is enable you to accelerate, to make things happen. So building this operational intelligence capability allows you to align strategic intelligence with operational actions, and it's all data driven. It's all based on data, because this is what being digital actually means. So if you take it from the broader picture, it's not always about answering some fundamental questions: which vendors contribute the least profit, or what's your quarterly outlook, or what customers to acquire or retain, or whatsoever. But with operational intelligence, you're able to really act based on data insights, aligned with the strategic intelligence. Which track should I send today? What the new promotion? How is it going? Does it drive any sales this morning? Do I give this customer a discount when he enters my branch? Who is my customer that enter my branch? Do I have any pre-approved offers for him? Who visited my website? Is the price for this customer profile is good, or should I adjust it online so to maximize the profit? There are multiple ways to operational intelligence, and effectively competing companies, they're building their intelligence operationally. And automation is ultimate digitalization enabler, starting from enabling this active intelligence, but obviously is an orchestration challenge. There are multiple data sources, there are multiple technologies that contribute to those operational decisions. And there's usually, hundreds of different IT systems behind it that needs to be orchestrated to deliver this data at the right time, at the right place, with the right context, and the right quality to enable to making those decisions on an operational level. But there's multiple other challenges that are coming with it, because you need to provide this big pump of data that distributes this orchestration thing. It needs to be reliable. It needs to be sustainable. It has to deliver the results in a predictable way. It has to be always up and running, always close to real time. It has to happen when it's needed to happen. So it comes other challenges like observability. Many organizations believe in observability is a great thing. They observe, they collect the data, they even analyze, they even engage machine learning and AI to drive certain patterns. But the challenge becomes when you need to operationalize on it, you need to act on it. Having an insight doesn't mean you can execute the insight. You need to be operationally capable to act in a place and time to really prevent things from happening or fix as soon as you can automatically without human intervention. Uh, Big thing of AI and being really AI driven and operationally capable to drive AI is another challenge of the industry. So organizations, any organization in the world currently believes that AI is the way to compete more effectively with its competition, because most of the organizations are efficient, they are data driven, but AI component is another edge, competitive edge to add to this equation. So, um, what's the next step? Any organization that I know, the large size enterprise organization, it has something to do with AI. They either hire people with AI skill set, or they are modeling their data and building AI driven data models, or they try to create some center of expertise or community of practice. They attend conferences. They try to embed AI into building the value, but it's not easy, because having an AI, even driving the models and refreshing the models, doesn't mean you operationally apply those findings, those AI value into your regular business operations, into these big data pumps, into your operational intelligence. That's the challenge of our times. So that's where companies, organizations today building their competitive advantage. So orchestrating multiple systems, even other orchestrators, orchestrating everything, orchestrating the latest AI modeling in the cloud, orchestrating the Snowflake database, orchestrating the mainframe and SAP and other legacy systems all together for creating the value for operational intelligence is the reason why organizations choose automation to orchestrate everything and have a full control over that process. Because when it comes to evaluation, where the value is from IT, it's basically the effectiveness and ability to drive operational intelligence today. Organizations simply that are not master this and won't be able to do it will be losing their competitive advantage. So I'm very happy that you decided to attend Automation Week. We have tomorrow and day after tomorrow multiple sessions that we touch multiple topics that you see, digitalization enablers. I highly encourage you to visit the session of Dext AI and Automate Now to show you how automation enable AI driven data quality models to really operate and get the better operational intelligence on this. I encourage you also to attend a couple of our customer testimonies that basically shows that being orchestrated that is enabled to orchestrate multiple worlds, the Google Cloud world with the legacy world of the customers or the other ecosystems becomes necessary. So being orchestrator of other orchestrators is basically the tendency that organizations seek, because having ultimate one tool that can orchestrate all those challenges and enable digitalization is one of the fundamental things currently, and making it efficient is another dimension. So, but the key question is, are those good enough reasons to decide about automation? There's a lot of reasons to automate, but not necessarily. There's one more thing, because efficiency is a fundament. It's something that you have to do. Otherwise, you will be out of business very soon. Digitalization is building your competitive advantage as of today. Operational intelligence is the edge. But what about tomorrow? Automation is ultimately the innovation enabler. And why is it? Any organization in the world pretty much understands how to operate their business, and most of them can do it efficiently. Some of them decide and have to introduce digital transformation. They need to come from this strategic intelligence into operational intelligence to simply uh, stay in business. But automation and right automation really can build your ability to compete in the future, because you don't know what actually future may bring. You know the trends. You can hear enterprise management associates. You can hear Gartner. You may anticipate the trends, and most of you know that AI is a trend. You know that digital citizenship is a trend. You know there are more and more different technologies and trends will come. So your organization needs to be capable of adopting those new things at pace. You cannot hold the technology debt that you cannot orchestrate into the overall value. And automation brings you basically capability to adopt all these new innovations and orchestrating it, operationalizing it into your enterprise picture. So um, being digital means also democratizing access to services, democratizing access to data. I highly encourage you to join today Mariusz Quiz from Bank that will explain their road journey to automation maturity within the organization, orchestrating the data ecosystem, where it started from simple efficiency, running things faster, and ended up with a full self-service BI concept that really drives the operational decisions on a daily basis. It's a great inspirational story. Moving from static to dynamic and self-adjusting is another thing. And most of the automation platforms that we know from long time basically defines things in a static way and expect the reality of tomorrow will be exactly as we planned, as we designed, as we modeled. This time is over. You cannot predict what's going to happen tomorrow. The complexity of systems, the complexity of data pipelines, the complexity of events, the complexity of observability insights basically enable you to be effective in orchestrating and automating if you're not dynamic, self-adjusting, if you don't have this operational intelligence of context that enables you to build things in the fly. How to engage generative AI into overall picture. That's the answers that you will find with your vendors of tomorrow. How you can generate automatically things that does not exist in your architecture today. How you can generate on the fly certain patterns and execute them based on needs that you discover down the road, almost the real time or the right time. Those are the challenges that actually you will be able to address through automation and really engage and invite innovation to your organization. But the biggest advantage you may you may get out of introducing automation to your organization is the one that you cannot easily quantify or qualify. It's ultimately unleashing the power of your human potential for innovation. And believe it or not, depending on how aware of the challenge you are, but we are living in the world of operational intelligence. But sometimes, if you don't maturize enough on the automation part, you simply engage a lot of human resources that are being binded and bonded to the operational executions. The smartest talents and the smartest people are running and operationalizing and firefighting to get these processes going. Automation enable these people to release their potential, to release their time and focus into being more innovative and bring to the organization all these fancy things that will build the competitive advantage for the future. That's ultimate reason why to bring automation to the organization. And when I have a chance to speak with CIOs that make some bold decisions about choosing the platforms or deciding about a specific strategic direction, either this is automation platform or any other platform, they're making decision based on three criteria. Those are the CIOs of the future. They definitely look for efficiency, which is better TCO in the end. They want to run things cheaper. Cost efficiency is a very important factor in IT these days. But also, the another factor of making decision is to get the complexity down. And you can imagine that running average size telco requires around 500 systems. And getting this down to by half or even 30% drives tremendous ability and space for bringing innovation and running with less operational efforts. But that's not the only reasons why they choose technology. There's also this future component. This is innovation enabler, innovation potential. And that's not necessarily that they see in a platform they choose today, but they evaluate the vendor. Is the vendor capable of bringing ongoingly innovation to the product or system? Because they might not have a needs for those innovative ideas today. They might not leverage the platform to the full extent today, but they are absolutely aware that they might need it in 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, because making a choice for a serious strategic platform, which automation system is, it doesn't it doesn't rely only on the cost, TCO reduction, less complexity, but also it needs to represent the innovation potential. And if you're with a product that doesn't feel that it's enabling you digital transformation or innovation, and that's basically the bad place to be. So any organization that decide strategically on automation basically is driven by three simple reasons. Efficiency, that always was one of the fundamental things to keep you in business, to be efficient, to basically be able to compete on the very simple business level. Digitalization enablement, which basically builds your competitive advantage of today, making a better decision, finding better for customers, being operationally capable, and building the potential for your competitive advantage in the future, which is innovation enabler. Automation supports all of this, and those should be ultimate the reasons why to invite automation to the organization. So if you don't have the automation in your organization yet, invite it. If you have any that doesn't bring you to the place where you want to be, consider the change. So we as Automate Now become the part of the big family of better systems, very respectable business that delivers the automation and orchestration and new generation data centers optimization for last 40 years. And our ability to impact globally significantly raised these days. So we highly encourage you to look at your systems, look at your environment, and assess if you are partnering with the partner or technology that is right for the future, that not only brings the efficiency of running jobs or batch processing and managed file transfer, but is it really a partner that understands the data, the operational intelligence? Is it really a partner that can create my ability to introduce innovation in the future? We were in this year, once again, that's the third time in a row, named the strongest product in the workload automation space by Enterprise Management Associates. And I couldn't be more proud with my team and people and customer and entire automation ecosystem that we built around AutomateNOW for that reward. And having bigger ability to impact, bigger ability to execute, being a part of better systems really enable us to help the largest organizations in the world, wherever they are, whatever the size they are, to drive them towards innovation and build their competitive advantage in the future. So once again, if you stuck with the technology or vendor that doesn't believe what we believe, and you believe this is something that you can fix, you can either fix it with the current vendor or simply replace it. And I encourage you to join the other sessions tomorrow when we show you how easy and smooth we can transition you from the legacy vendor that doesn't share what we just explained today and bring you to the Automate Now, which is the engine for the future. We can easily transform automatically and migrate from multiple solutions. This year, we focus on Atomic Broadcom. So if you are a Broadcom Atomic customer, join the sessions. We will show you how we can take you automatically from Broadcom Atomic to Automate Now smooth, including very complicated scripting, which we solved automatically, and we can take you safely from point A to point B. So thank you so much for the session. Thank you for your participation in Automation Week. We have multiple interesting speakers, conversations. So consider joining any session that you can. Leverage this opportunity, this Automation Week, to learn about our ability to automate different corners of IT, connecting the old with the new, the legacy with the most modern technologies, how we support modernization, example mainframe, and enable you the mainframe modernization strategy. So I hope you will enjoy the entire week. Stay with us, and if you're not happy with your existing vendor, simply either fix or change. Thank you for your time today. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the week.